and gentlemen, welcome to RENE Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze, and simply talk about sport of boxing on a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Definitely subscribers since day one, recent subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning into the Flash Lives, premieres of my videos such as this, tuning in real time, chatting away during the premieres, definitely. Also, those who tune in real time in the Flash Lives, man, playback family, salute. Also, those who listen in the playbacks. You know, check out the videos and content, everything that we have here, you know what I'm saying, just for you, you know what I'm saying, just for the love of the sport of boxing. I appreciate you, and if you love the sport of boxing, go ahead and subscribe. This is a place for you. Simple as that, man. We don't complicate life here, man. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I push content. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. You can support via liking it up. You can support via sharing. You can, support via subscribing. You can also support, man, via the Cash App. You can see it here on the screen, $ RENE Boxyoung, Cash App, $ RENE Boxyoung, if you feel, you want to contribute in that manner. I appreciate all y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this, ladies and gentlemen. The Panorama, it's really opening up for Shakur Stevenson. I want to start with that, I'm saying? Definitely in the post-fight, reaction video I just pushed recently. I'll leave it at the end of this video if you want to check it out. Concerning Shakur Stevenson's performance, against Oscar Valdez, just amazing dominance. Everybody knows the story there, you know what I'm saying? But the Panorama is opening up for this guy, man, for this young champ, definitely. He's expressed very clearly, Shakur Stevenson has expressed very clearly that he wants to unify, you know what I'm saying? He wants to go, there's the thing here, ladies and gentlemen, he wants to go for Undisputed at 130. He easily got this belt. He made it look easy. He's making these title shots, these title fights, look very easy. If I remember correctly, he got the WBO strap from Jamel Herring. Salute to Jamel Herring, man, if I'm not mistaken. And after that, unifies with Valdez. He's making this look easy, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I said in my reaction, you know what I'm saying? That's what I said, and I'm going to keep standing on this one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to budge off this, unless I see something different. That's the thing. That's the only determining factor, conditional factor, where if I see something different in Shakur Stevenson, because all these fighters are human beings, you know what I'm saying? We got to get that straight. That's why through time, sometimes my opinions change. Sometimes, got to make that clear, sometimes my perspectives change concerning certain fighters. For example, Jamal Charlo is one of them, one of several out there, of whom, I've changed my perspective on these guys, you know what I'm saying? Because they're human beings. They change sometimes. Sometimes they change, at the flip of a dime, and it is what it is. It's success, the money, etc., whatever the case may be. Sometimes these guys just change, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And if Shakur Stevenson is what I'm saying, I'm not budging from my standpoint that none of these guys at 130, 135 beat Shakur Stevenson. I'm going to stick to that, man, unless I see something different, because this guy, that's what I'm saying. He made this look so easy at 130. And I personally think, man, I mentioned this, I implied it at least, my last reaction video concerning, his performance. I think he makes Undisputed easily because, and I mentioned also that, the remaining champs at 130, I really don't know these guys, man. I'm just going to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I think I think one of them is Gutierrez. Whoa, you hear that? I think one of them is Gutierrez. Everything's okay. It sounds like a bomb out there, but I don't want to explain that. Yeah, it's all good. But I think WBA champ, if I'm not mistaken, is Gutierrez. I think he's the regular champ, whatever the heck they call it, nonsense, right? But and the other champ, I think the other champ who has his title is Osawa or something like that. Man, correct me if I'm wrong. I suck at names. You already know the story right there. You know the MO on me on that. You know what I'm saying? But Shakur easily gets Undisputed at 130. That's what I'm trying to say here. He gets 130 simple, easy work. He gets Undisputed at 130, easy work. And I got to reiterate this, man. That's Shakur Stevenson's goal. And I think that's amazing. I think he should go for it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he should go for it. The thumbnail of this video explains a lot. The thumbnail of this video explains a lot. Let's get to the article. Watch this. F being the unified champion. Those fights aren't gonna draw sheep. Okay? Man, here comes Bob Arum, man. Here comes the promoter mentality, screwing up legacy, ladies and gentlemen. This, I don't know, man. I don't know. This is what Bob Arum's saying, ladies and gentlemen. bleep, being the unified champion. Screw that. There's not a person in this room that knows the WBA champion or the IBF champion. So who wants to put those fights on? They're not gonna draw. Cheap. Okay. Man, Bob Arum's being clear on this, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Arum is being clear on this. And this is kind of sucks. This kind of sucks in my humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? I think it would have been great for Shakur Stevenson to continue seeking out and accomplishing legacy at 130. But it is what it is. Because the thing here is this, ladies and gentlemen. A fighter can be criticized of anything, you know what I'm saying? Any fighter can be criticized of anything. Doesn't matter who the heck your name is, you know? Floyd Mayweather, whatever, right? Pacquiao, whatever. I mean, they can pick, anybody can pick on anybody, you know, any fighter in a resume and nitpick little details or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Why am I saying this? Same thing can be said about Shakur. For example, watch this. If Shakur were to if Shakur were to get undisputed at 130, let's just explain a scenario, and he accomplishes that, he would in the future, later down the line, probably get criticized for that. You know, oh, nobody knew those guys, and, you know, those guys were nothing, and kind of like Bud Crawford, you know, him accomplishing undisputed at 135, if I'm not mistaken, you know, fighting in Dongo or what have you in order to get the title and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? You can nitpick at any of these names, you know what I'm saying? But I think, this is what I'm saying, I think that Shakur Stevenson should go for the gusto and get that undisputed. But Bob Arum, ladies and gentlemen, has other plans. Bob Arum, ladies and gentlemen, he runs the show. He runs the show. I said this a minute ago, ladies and gentlemen. I got the video on my channel. I just don't remember which video it was called. I don't remember. But I remember clearly talking about Shakur should start thinking about, you know, possibly, you know, venturing the option of leaving Top Rank, ladies and gentlemen. We've talked about it so many times how, and everybody knows the MO, everybody knows the story. Top Rank is amazing in, you know, building up these fighters, building up prospects, building up contenders, you know, the promoting and marketing is amazing. They put on great fights too, why not? I'm not going to say they don't put on great fights. They put on amazing performances, you know what I'm saying? Great events from Top Rank. But at the same time, fighters got to know when they should move on. Fighters got to know when their name is more than the platform they're fighting from. You see what I'm saying? That their name is more than the promotional company they're fighting for. You see what I'm saying? So Shakur, man, he gotta start. This may be an alert sign, man. This may be an alert sign. You know what I'm saying? I don't doubt that Bud Crawford, you know, talks to Shakur and says, hey, man, this is how Bob is. Look what he did to me. Look, he wasn't giving me the Spence fight. I'm not even going to get into that freaking topic, okay? I'm just mentioning this because I think that's probably what he's saying. I'm sure Bud Crawford spits game, you know, he spits game to Shakur, man. And he tells him, man, this is how it is. You know what I'm saying? You might want to watch out. Maybe according to Bud's perspective, I didn't get and he said it out of his own mouth. Y'all already know. I didn't get the Spence fight because of Bob. You know, Bob was the one who was hindering me. Bob was the one who was saying that I didn't sell. Bob was the one, and I'm not saying Bob's incorrect on what he said about Bud. Of course not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that Shakur got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? He has to think what he's doing now. He should venture the opportunity of leaving Top Rank sometime. You see what I'm saying? Because as we see now how Bob is speaking, ladies and gentlemen, you can read the article in detail there. As we see, Bob, he don't want, and if you read in the article furthermore, you know, he wants money fights, of course. He's a promoter. You know, his angle is that he wants Shakur Stevenson to fight bigger names. He wants Shakur Stevenson to fight bigger names. I wouldn't doubt, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Arum, you know, talking to Shakur, you know, and trying to persuade him to fight maybe even a Ryan Garcia or something like that. Because Ryan Garcia is a big name. You know what I'm saying? But Oscar wouldn't let that happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thing on that. That's my opinion, at least. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that Bob is going to try to get Shakur to fight big names for money, for revenue, you know, to pull in the numbers. That's why he complained about Bud, that he wasn't pulling in the numbers. You see, so maybe Shakur, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe Shakur has other plans. He wants, and I mean, he said it out his own mouth. Shakur wants he wants to make undisputed at 130, but he's opting for other, you know, options also. But I don't know if that's Shakur's goal. Those are Shakur's goals. I don't know if Shakur's goals line up with Bob's, man. And if I'm not mistaken, recently Shakur was on an interview on whatever platform. I think it was on DAZN or something, whatever. But you know, he talked about, a Lomachenko or something like that. Lomachenko is brought in the mix in the talk. And, he wouldn't mind. He said he ain't ducking no smoke. This is exactly what I said, in my last video on my post-fight reaction. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know too much of Shakur as far as what interviews. You know what I'm saying? But he's one of those types, and I said it, man. He's the real deal. He's one of those guys. He ain't gonna duck no smoke. Kind of like Devin Haney. He seeks you out to fight you. You know what I'm saying? He looks for you. He seeks you out. He hunts you down. And Shakur, man, he ain't gonna duck anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Shakur is one of those guys. And Lomachenko's name was brought in the mix. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be. And why am I bringing up Lomachenko? Because Shakur, they brought that name up in that interview. And I wouldn't doubt Bob Arum tries to make a Lomachenko-Shakur fight. Now, with Lomachenko, man, he's been fighting at 130. Watch this. This interesting twist to this, ladies and gentlemen. An interesting possibility. It might happen. Shakur probably won't get Undisputed at 130, thanks to Bob. So he's probably going to have him move up to 135 because it's Bob who runs the show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just get that straight here. He's the boss. He's the one who's calling the shots. Let's just be straight in this, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I wouldn't be surprised, and I think that would be cool, it would be great, but I would love to see Shakur get one Undisputed first at 130. But it is what it is. If he doesn't, well, it is what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if he has to move up to 135 and fight Lomachenko, man. Because Bob Arum, you already know what Bob Arum thinks about Lomachenko. He loves him. He idolizes the guy, you know what I'm saying? And there are some reasons to that. And I think a lot of it maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I'm no numbers guy. I freaking don't know. But maybe Lomachenko pulls more numbers than those champs, them other champs, them remaining champs at 130. You see what I'm saying? Stylistically and freaking skill-wise, Lomachenko and Shakur would be amazing, ladies and gentlemen. That would be awesome. And I got Shakur winning that fight. I really do. So maybe, watch this. Maybe Shakur is going to move up to 135 sooner than many people expect. Sooner than what most people expect, thanks to Bob Arum. What do you guys think about this? And I personally think, man, it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. Because it would be good for fans, too, if he were to move up to 135. I wish, as a fight fan, you know what I'm saying, as a fan of Shakur Stevenson also, why not? I wish he would get Undisputed at 130, then move up, because that's what Shakur Stevenson said from the get-go. He said this before the Oscar Valdez fight, that he wants Undisputed at 130. But Bob's gonna, he's gonna mix it up, man. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen. So, if that were the case, man, is Shakur gonna stick to Bob? Is Shakur gonna think, you know what, Bob, you're screwing up my plans, man. My plans were something else. Bob, you're screwing up my plans. I have different plans. I want to go Undisputed, but Bob's the one who's running the show, ladies and gentlemen. Bob's the one who's paying the paychecks. So we'll see what happens. This is very interesting, man. I'm definitely going to have to follow this and what's going on with Shakur. What's next for Shakur? My eyeballs definitely stuck on this, you know what I'm saying? Because I like Shakur, man. I really do. And I've been talking about him for a minute, from time to time. You already know this channel. I don't obsess over, fighters, and I don't talk about the same fighter every video. I don't do that. That's just not me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely going to keep an eye on Shakur. And those who have been following me for a minute, you know what I'm saying, or check my channel out, you can go way back. When I've talked about Shakur, I mentioned this a long time ago about how Shakur, maybe he should think about it. You know what I'm saying? He should watch out for Bob. He should watch out for Bob. Because, I'm not going to negate that he's a great promoter. Why do you think he's been in the freaking game for so long? Why do you think that Bob Arum has been in the, boxing industry for so long? Because he knows what he's doing. He's good at it. Love him or hate him, he knows what he's doing in the freaking, in the fight game. You know what I'm saying? But it's not always in the best interest of a fighter and what a fighter wants. Okay, maybe some, yes, whatever. But a fighter who wants a legacy, maybe it's not in the fighter's best interest, And Bob, it looks like he has other plans for Shakur Stevenson, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. I really want to see what's next. I really want to see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think is best for Shakur next? I personally want to see him get Undisputed at 130. But if it ain't like that, hey, like I said, there's pros and cons to everything, right? There's pros and cons to this. If he moves up to 135, the names at 135, man, that would just light it up even. Shakur at 135 would light everything up even more. Even more. It would really spice things up. And I think that would be cool too. I'm not tripping over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping over it. And interesting how Bob has other plans in mind. I reiterate, Lomachenko, man, last time he fought at 130 was a long time ago. If I'm not mistaken, it's when he schooled Guillermo Rigondeaux. When he schooled Rigondeaux. You know, that was his last fight at 130, if I'm not mistaken. Ever since he's been at 135. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Bob arranges Lomachenko versus Shakur Stevenson, ladies and gentlemen, at 135. Man, what do you guys think about this? RENE Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. All y'all, thank you so much. Share it up, like it up, subscribe if you're new, support and Cash App if you feel like it, $ RENE Boxing. Man, I gotta hear you in the comment section. Thank you guys so much, man. Peace out. Stay safe.